Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
Ripple partner and Wells Fargo collaborating on Swift replacement. The Clearing House, a known Ripple partner company, is working with Wells Fargo on a cross-border payments system, specifically designed to support digital commerce, that could potentially replace SWIFT. The system, known as Real-Time Payments, RTP, service, would facilitate the real-time transfer of digital currency between eligible accounts at Wells Fargo. A new Wells Fargo online service agreement has been shared online that details how this project could directly challenge SWIFT's dominance. The Clearing House has stated that RTP service is specifically designed for the digital, on-the-go way we live and work today. In particular, unlike rival payment systems, the RTP system includes real-time postings, immediate confirmation and a secure two-way messaging service. Transfers would be immediate and final, offering maximum control to the account holder, just like cash. Nonetheless, at the moment, it seems the RTP service will be heavily restricted at Wells Fargo with a $5,000 single payment cap, despite the Clearing House stating elsewhere that its system works within a $100,000 credit transfer limit. Wells Fargo has also reserved the right to discontinue, modify or suspend access to the RTP service at any time. Ultimately, however, this is further evidence that digital currencies are tentatively becoming increasingly adopted by mainstream financial institutions. Major banks are recognizing the need to improve the flow of commerce in the digital economy with bespoke systems designed for that purpose. Indeed, despite some hesitancy, Wells Fargo has specifically announced that it will reserve the right to add additional accounts that are eligible to the RTP service. Ripple appoints Michael Warren to board of directors. At a time when Ripple looks toward its next phase following a record year of success in 2021, Michael's unique expertise will be an invaluable resource guiding our next steps for accelerated company growth and broader adoption of Ripple's offerings from customers around the world. Ripple, the leading provider of enterprise blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions, today announced Michael Warren is joining its board of directors. A former senior advisor in the White House during the Obama administration, Warren brings decades of leadership in financial services, international business, and government policy to Ripple as the company continues to champion regulatory clarity in the U.S. and expand its presence in global markets. Michael possesses deep experience and an impressive track record counseling public and private sector leaders at the highest levels during critical moments of scale, said Brad Garlinghouse, CEO, Ripple. At a time when Ripple looks toward its next phase following a record year of success in 2021, Michael's unique expertise will be an invaluable resource guiding our next steps for accelerated company growth and broader adoption of Ripple's offerings from customers around the world. Warren is managing director of Albright Stonebridge Group, part of Denton's Global Advisors, where he consults companies, investors, and stakeholders on navigating challenging business and regulatory landscapes in new and emerging markets. Prior to his tenure at ASG, Warren served on the administrations of two U.S. presidents. Warren was senior advisor of the White House Presidential Personnel Office during President Barack Obama's first term. In 2010, President Obama appointed Warren to serve on the board of directors of the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, where he served on the audit committee until his term ended in 2019. During the Clinton administration, he was executive director of the National Economic Council at the White House and served in the office of the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Labor. I'm excited to join Ripple at such a pivotal moment in history, both for the company as well as crypto at large, said Michael Warren. I have long admired the tenacity shown by Ripple and its management team, using regulatory setbacks in the U.S. as an opportunity to pioneer crypto regulation for the benefit of industry innovation and establish an equal playing field for all. I look forward to being a part of Ripple's efforts to move the needle forward on crypto regulation while the company further solidifies its position as a leader in global finance and the digital economy. Warren serves on the board of trustees of the Common Fund. He is also a member of the board of directors of Walker & Dunlop, and Maximus. He is a trustee of Yale University and is a member of the Yale Corporation Investment Committee. About Ripple. Ripple is doing for value what the internet did for information, enabling its instant and seamless flow around the world. We call this the Internet of Value, IOV. Using blockchain and cryptocurrency technology, Ripple is dedicated to creating powerful gains in financial efficiency, equity and inclusion. In addition, Ripple is developing and enabling future use cases that will catalyze the new digital economy for governments, businesses and consumers, a ripple that may reach all shores. The rapid expansion in market capitalization of cryptocurrencies to over $1.7 trillion, the rapid rise of NFTs, $25 billion in 2021, $4 billion in January of 2022, and other digital assets, as well as the dramatic increase in DeFi, $75 billion, staking and liquidity pools, $108 billion as of DEC, 2021, raises two clear questions: how should digital assets such as cryptocurrencies be regulated, and how might this innovative technology add value and benefit to our economy? An SEC enforcement action moving through the Southern District of New York is poised to shape the answers to both questions, due in large part to the aggressive stance toward cryptocurrency represented by the Commission's legal theory. Legal experts and policymakers had best pay close attention. In December 2020, the SEC filed a civil enforcement action against Ripple Labs, a cross-border payments company, and its two top executives, alleging that the company's sales of XRP, the cryptocurrency native to the blockchain ledger Ripple uses, have been unregistered securities sales since they began in 2013. The SEC bases its position on the assertion that XRP's only utility is as an investment contract between holders and the company, and that all sales of the token, even on the secondary markets, have been and continue to be one long securities trade to fund Ripple's operations, which would require SEC registration. The Commission's case rests on its reading of the Supreme Court's 1946 Howey decision, which has provided the guiding precedent for determining if an instrument is a security since then. The recent White House executive order regarding digital assets merely states that there will be a centralized response, but there are no specifics as to what that response will be. The cryptocurrency asset class has been on the SEC's radar for years. Despite dozens of enforcement actions, public comments and speeches by officials, and questionable invitations for innovators to seek individual guidance, no cohesive body of guidance has emerged. This has become clearer in the pre-trial phase of the Ripple case, as the company has mounted an affirmative defense that it had not received fair notice by the SEC that its actions were unlawful. To that effect, it submitted evidence of the myriad confusing public and private guidance given by the agency about XRP specifically and cryptocurrencies in general. Ripple contends that it did not create or issue XRP on its decentralized ledger, and its sales were akin to asset liquidations. Before the enforcement action was filed, billions of XRP tokens had been traded for more than 7 years by holders and users with no connection to Ripple. During that time, the SEC brought a variety of enforcement actions against digital assets other than XRP, and senior SEC officials made public statements that could be reasonably interpreted to mean that an asset like XRP would not be considered a security. The SEC's case rests on conclusory arguments regarding the nature of XRP with which they seem to believe all reasonable people would agree, despite widespread activity among a variety of sophisticated and experienced market participants for such an extended period of time. This exceedingly broad reading of its own powers means the SEC intends to establish a very wide avenue of attack against any cryptocurrency market participant, going back several years and disregarding whatever its officials and staff may have said in guidance. Should the SEC get the outcome it desires, market participants will be forced to assume that any token or digital asset could be considered a security and subject to enforcement action regardless of guidance SEC personnel have given them. This means all tokens, regardless of their use case, must be submitted to the SEC's still undefined, but likely onerous, requirements to avoid costly litigation. A win for the Commission in the Ripple case could signal that the courts will allow the SEC to make up the rules on cryptocurrency as it goes along, and they need not be coherent or consistent. Employees of an issuer could effectively face strict liability for aiding and abetting securities laws violations, despite due process requirements and well-established precedent to the contrary. This could extend the Commission's powers beyond what the Securities Act arguably provides. If the Southern District agrees with the SEC that it provided Ripple and market participants adequate fair notice that XRP is a security and all sales of the asset are securities trades, regardless of specific features that fall well outside the elements of the Howey test, this will set a precedent that would allow the Commission to target any token issuer and any market participant at any time for any sale, regardless of when the transaction took place. Such a broad standard could even allow for future enforcement actions against miners of Bitcoin dating back to the first sales of that token in July 2010. The practical effect of the court granting the SEC such broad discretion would be to put an abrupt end to cryptocurrency trading in the United States and send innovators overseas. Perhaps the SEC launched a broad legal attack on Ripple with the expectation of a quick settlement by the company and its executives. But Ripple appears to be a successful going concern and, like much of the expanding cryptocurrency industry, is flush with cash and eager to fight. Its executives have said publicly they will not accept any settlement that doesn't provide regulatory clarity to XRP. So, the legal stakes have become high for the entire cryptocurrency space, and for the regulator as well. If the case goes to trial and Ripple wins on its fair notice defense, the court could establish an important precedent that the commission failed to provide fair notice to market participants given the confusion it has sown, effectively forcing the commission to finally create sorely needed comprehensive official guidance for the industry. The fear created by the settlements extracted in its cases against Kick Interactive and Telegram would be put to rest, and Coinbase may be emboldened to proceed with offering its cryptocurrency-backed lending product, ignoring the SEC's chilling Wells notice issued earlier this year. For all these reasons, and with trillions of dollars in value at stake, not to mention the future of NFTs, DeFi, blockchain-based metaverses, and Web3 applications and architectures, all eyes had best be fixed on the Ripple case in coming weeks and months. It is likely to have an enormous impact on the markets and on the future of this innovative technology that cannot be ignored.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.